Hello? Okay, sorry, the mic wasn't working for a second there. What's good, everybody? How we doing? How we doing? Purple Starfish. Hi, it's been so long. I hope you're doing well. Spatula. I'm watching the game. Let me see. See something. Ooh, look at that. Already set up. We are watching. I'm going to watch the Toronto Seattle game for a little bit, unless it gets too out of hand, in which case I'll just leave. I want to know what Kiner Falefa was losing his shit about. He just grounded out to the pitcher. I don't really know what he was trying to say. Nice hat. Bro, you don't even like this hat. Oh, please. Please. You don't even care for this hat. Why do you hate on me? I do not hate on you. Why do you hate on me? You told me this hat was shitty. You told me my glasses were shitty. Insane. Insane. Okay, so we're watching a little bit of baseball here, and Andres Jimenez is up. It's a 5-1 game. The Mariners are they're in a bit of rough shape, I would say. I would say that they're not having a good game. But we're still rooting for them, you know? They still got 4 innings to make a comeback, so it's possible. It seems unlikely, but it's possible. Scherzer pitched incredibly well through 5 innings, and he looks furious when they were going to take him out of the game, and he was like screaming in his manager's face. So, what happened in the stare down? He said no. I think he just screamed at the manager and was like, "Fuck you, I'm not coming out." And the manager was like, "Oh, okay." Jimenez grounds to Naylor and almost makes it to first, to be honest. Yeah, when you're a future Hall of Famer and you're pitching really well, you kind of have a little leeway. Like you could probably scream in your manager's face and it's kind of acceptable. I mean, it's not acceptable, but it's also, you know, maybe acceptable. Sort of. George Springer's at the plate. Known cheater, George Springer. He's 1 for 3 today. Top of the 6th, 5-1, 2 outs. Runner on 3rd. He's got an RBI double in the 4th and a run. They're going to be making fun of that manager forever. I don't think anybody's going to. Scherzer is a bit intense, and I think everybody knows it. And everybody kind of probably would just do the same thing in that situation. Vargas throws another ball. It's 2-1 count. He's 13 pitches in. I would really like to see him get Springer out, honestly. Oh, Springer drills one. Oh, but it's right to Julio Rodriguez on a line drive. Inning over. That was a pretty good swing. Squared it up, just right at a fielder. We're in a commercial break now, and that's all right, I guess. I don't know what game I would play tonight. I would probably, maybe, possibly play some games tonight. There is a Pokemon game that just came out today. I'm interested in playing it. However, um, I don't really want to spend $60 on it, but a little I want to. I think I would have a lot of fun with it, but we'll see. We'll see. The last time I bought a Pokemon game, I didn't play it out. I would have, maybe, but I just didn't. But the last version of this game I really enjoyed, so like I really enjoyed playing Arceus. So maybe Legend Z to A I would really like. It looks fun from the trailers and everything. But yeah, we're in a commercial break. We're going into the bottom of the sixth. Okay. The game's going into the bottom of the sixth. And I don't know. Doesn't look great for the Mariners, I'm not gonna lie. What's crazy about this whole series is that the Mariners won the 2 games in Toronto. And now they're about to lose 2 games. Now the Blue Jays are about to win 2 games in Seattle. So far, the home team has not won a game, which blows my mind. So I don't know. Maybe there's a home field disadvantage in this series, I guess. I don't really know what else to say about that. Just something to really think about because how? Scherzer's back out there. Scherzer is back out there. He is 5th all time in strikeouts in postseason history. Of course he is. I mean, the manager went to take him out in the last inning. I know he told him, fuck off, like, I'm still pitching. But, like, I still wouldn't have thought he was coming out for the 6th. It's kind of crazy. He's only 75 pitches in. Like, he's pretty well rested, I guess. Oh, Cal! With the deep fly to right, that's going to be an out. Tough. He just missed that one. He just missed that one. I wish I had a little better setup on this because I would like to hear what they're saying. Julio takes a strike inside a slider that cuts across the batter's body and finds the zone. Scherzer 77 pitches into this game. Julio swings at an inside fastball and fouls it off into the stands towards the right field line. And it's an 0-2 count on Julio right away. I don't know. Well, I could probably figure this out. What team was Scherzer on before? You remember him on the Nationals when they won the World Series. But he was on a lot of teams. He was on the Tigers. He was on the Mets a year or two ago. But I know you remember him. The time that we saw him the most was when he was winning the World Series that year. Because that was during the pandemic, so we had nothing else to do. We were watching baseball like every night. Polanco is at the plate now. He's got an 0-2 count already. Scherzer is still dealing. Still dealing, and he's only at 81 pitches. If this continues, like, Seattle has no real chance. I'll be honest. Trying to put this, trying to pull this up so that it's easier for me to watch. I know that's crazy. Talk about my dope house. Polanco, the 0-2 pitch is low and away for ball 1. It's a 1-2 count to Polanco. Polanco takes another ball inside, a slider deep inside for second ball. 2-2 count. Why is this not working on any other browser? It's now Polanco has worked the count full after starting with an 0-2 count. He has worked the count full. And Naylor's on deck. So if Polanco can get on, Naylor comes up. You could have a situation where this isn't too bad. And Polanco fouls it off towards the first base line. Yep, John Stockton. Polanco, the payoff pitch, and he takes it inside for ball 4. There's now a runner on first. There's 2 outs, but there's a little hope. Manager's back out. He says, bring in the lefty. Scherzer, he ain't even going to listen to Scherzer. He said, we're bringing in the left-handed pitcher. He's walking over there. Scherzer looks furious. He is fuming on the mound. 87 pitches deep, bottom of the 6th, and the whole team surrounds him just to prevent that from happening again. Scherzer yelling at them. I don't know who the lefty that they're bringing in is, but we're about to go to commercial break because we're going to go see who's coming in. They're bringing in a new pitcher. It's 5-1 Blue Jays. 5-1 Blue Jays. The Blue Jays have 8 hits. The Mariners only have 3. Did he try to yell again? No, he didn't. This time he did not. This time he did not. He did not. The other vaginal option. I'm going to continue to try and sign in on another browser so that I could do this better for the stream. But shit is not working. Yeah, it's all eyes on me, and I'm going to send it up to Pac. Sorry, I'm trying to get this set up on here. It's not working. I don't know why either. It's very silly. Am I typing in the wrong password? Is that why? Sorry, I'm just trying to get this right. We're back from commercial break. And Fluharty is in, but Naylor is 2 for 2 today. Naylor's 2 for 2, so you'll laugh. Fluharty's been pitching pretty well throughout the playoffs, I think. Throws a second ball in a row, a curveball that looked like a curveball to me that missed the zone. It's a 2-0 count to Josh Naylor, who has a solo home run and a single in this game. So a home run pulls him within 2, which is crazy. And he swings big through a sweeper outside the zone. And he was looking for the fences right there. Let me tell you. Josh Naylor was swinging for the fences there. Crazy. The 2-1 count is the 2-1 pitch is in the dirt for ball 3. It's a 3-1 count to Naylor. It's a lefty-lefty matchup. They brought in Fluharty just to face off against the lefty Naylor. So a 3-1 count is huge. Even though there's 2 outs, there is a runner on. It's a 3-1 count. I don't know what the ump. I guess something's on the field, maybe. Looks like I don't know what the hell the ump was saying there, but could be something that was on the field. Scherzer is staring menacingly over the dugout fence. And that is going to be a walk for Josh Naylor. That pitch touched the bottom of the zone. I'm not going to lie to you. It was a sweeper or a slider. It was a sweeper that kind of, I feel like, caught the perfect black on the plate, but the ump called it a ball. And Josh Naylor, I think even Naylor thought that it was a strike because he didn't even go right away. I think he thought it was a strike too. So good pitch from Fluharty, just not a good call from the ump necessarily. And there's 2 on with 2 out. And Eugenio Suarez facing off against the lefty coming from the pen, and a cutter down and inside on the black for a strike. And Eugenio Suarez has a chance to be a hero here in Seattle. And Suarez with a single into right field. Polanco coming around to score. Naylor was thrown out at third trying to make it to third. The inning is over. The run scored. They counted the run scoring, but that was really close. Naylor got a little too greedy on that one. Great throw from Barger all the way across the diamond. He was in shallow right field, and Naylor slid into Clement. I don't think he did it on purpose. He apologized right after, but the Mariners did score 1, but I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think that I wouldn't consider that necessarily a base running mistake from Naylor. It was a little risky for sure. Who hit that? That was Eugenio Suarez. It was a like sort of line drive right out of the infield that sort of died out in shallow outfield. And Barger made a nice throw. Naylor, I don't know. Do you consider that greedy? I feel like that was really shallow, and maybe he shouldn't have gone for third base there. You definitely don't want to make the third out at third base, right? Like that's like something that they teach you in Little League. So a little, I don't know, a little iffy. I'm a little iffy on that one. I really don't think Naylor should have done that. I mean, if he makes it, then you're not even questioning it. But he really wasn't that close to making it, to be completely honest. Like he was gunned by a lot. Luckily, the run scored before he got tagged, because if he got tagged before the run scored, the run doesn't count. So I wonder if we're going to come back to the game and they're going to be talking about that. I am not sure. I'm going to mute the music now. And I'm going to instead listen to the game while we talk, because I think that that's just what's best. I feel like, I mean, I guess I could play around with things. I could play around a little bit here. Let's see. I have multiple browsers, right? I have multiple browsers available. Maybe we can add the sound of a browser here. But that was wild. That was I don't know. I don't really know how to feel about that one. It doesn't feel super good, I'll be honest. It didn't feel like that was the it didn't feel like that was the best play. What happened to your screen? I'm just doing something. I'm just trying to add some I'm just trying to add volume to something. Sorry, just give me one moment. Because I want to put the music back on, but I don't. But I need the music to not come through. Bizzardo is in to pitch to Nathan Lukes. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Bizzardo is in to pitch to Nathan Lukes. I'm just trying to set up the volume so that we can put some music back on here. So they're showing the replay now. So we do see Barger. It was a great throw. I mean, that was a missile. Okay, so the commentators, I think that's John Smoltz talking, is talking about how the only reason that you would do something like what Naylor did is if you think the runner at home is going to get gunned and you make yourself the target instead, to sacrifice yourself so that the runner can score. And that does make sense, but I'm not really 100% sure that's really what was going on there. It doesn't really feel like that's what was going on there. I think he just kind of fucked up. And Vlad Jr. just hit a fucking nuke to make back that run. Vlad's 5th home run of the postseason. It is a 6-2 ball game, and the Blue Jays are not letting up, man. The Blue Jays are really just not letting up. It's crazy. That was a hell of a fucking swing from Vlad Jr. I'll be honest. I don't know how you pitch to Vlad, especially in these playoffs. Just in general, it's so hard to pitch to him. But like today in particular, it's just It's his 5th home run of the postseason. Like, Vlad has been absolutely mind-numbingly good. It is insane. Okay, that's super loud. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. That is super, super loud. Sorry to anybody whose eardrums were blown out there. Wow, yeah, that was bad. Full count to Alejandro Kirk. Swings through a sinker at the top of the zone. Bizzardo gets the second out. But I don't know how much it matters, man. Vlad drilled a home run, opposite field home run. Like, Vlad is so strong. So fucking strong. It feels like you can't pitch to Vlad Jr. Like, it just feels like you cannot pitch to Vlad Jr. in these playoffs. Now, obviously, you can't really avoid pitching to him in this situation. You were down 5-2. Seattle, you're not going to just give him a free base runner, but Vlad has been phenomenal in the playoffs. And Dalton Varsho batting 300 for the playoffs. He's 0 for 2 today. He's 2 for 14 in this series. So he's been pretty bad in the Seattle series. And another Bizzardo slider inside. 2-2. I don't hear this on my side. Yeah. Yeah, you hear everything from where I'm sitting. It's because we need to put that speaker on a chair. I mean, on a table. We like actually do, because otherwise it's a little yeah, on a stand, yeah. Let me know if you find a stand. Yeah. I'll definitely remember that. Okay. So the Mariners are in trouble, man. They're in trouble. I don't necessarily see this going their way. Oh, the Mariners are in a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. They're down by 4. They need to change something. They need something to turn around. I don't know. I don't know how many great pitchers the Blue Jays have in their bullpen. I honestly don't really remember their bullpen that well. But they they might have some. But it's not looking particularly great for Seattle, I'll be honest. It's not super pleasant. Where do they go next? Another game in Seattle. They should be playing in Seattle tomorrow. I believe. Unless they change the way the home field works in these playoffs or something. I believe it's 2 games, 3 games, and 2 games. And Canzoni is up. Canzone. I don't remember how to pronounce it. And Canzone is going to ground out. It's over for him. Bye-bye. That's 1 out. They're showing the road dominance. They're showing everything that's going on the road. The Blue Jays have 19 runs, 7 home runs, and a 370 average in Seattle. That's fucking wild. JP Crawford at the plate, and he fucking swings at the first pitch and grounds right out to the shortstop. And there's 2 outs. The Mariners do not have many outs left. Yo, Vork was good. Springer dinger. He did hit a home run, right? I missed the beginning of the game. Leo Rivas up at the plate. He got picked off by Scherzer in like the 5th inning. He's 0 for 1 today with a walk. Takes a fastball outside for a ball. Yeah, tomorrow game 5 is going to be on at 5 o'clock Eastern. Wow. And what a pitch from Varland, like a dot right on the outside corner for a strike. Had a wild fight between husband and wife my underling had to get between. I feel so bad for her. Oh, Rivas with the deep fly and an unbelievable catch from Barger. They are not getting a break. The Mariners are not catching a break. Inning over. Insane sliding catch. Dive / slide. Like, that was a weird ass catch from Barger for the 3rd out. Is he like, did he hit her in your meeting thing? His chest must hurt. Yeah, I would say that's probably accurate. If like this dude hit her, do you have an obligation to call the cops, or can you not do that because of confidentiality or whatever? Mariners kind of fucked. That felt like a 5 or 6 pitch inning. Like, that was such a quick inning from the reliever. So not only is Seattle not working counts right now, they're just getting easily out. Eventually the dude blew up. Well, I hope it wasn't physical. I don't want to know the details or anything, but I'm curious. How does that work? If somebody hits somebody in your sessions, are you allowed to report it? That's what I'm asking, I guess. She doesn't trust him because of her exes. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely not fair if the dude is not cheating and he's being accused of cheating all the time. Like, I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all. I'll be honest. But I mean, you can't hit a woman. You really can't hit anybody. You shouldn't be hitting anybody. So if he did that, then he's automatically wrong. So that's a very scary situation. I feel very bad for her. I feel extremely bad for her. It's 6-2 going into the top of the 8th. 9 hits to 4. The Blue Jays have the advantage there. A half second from uppercut. Oh my god. It's horrible. Emerson Hancock into pitch, a 4-5 record, of 4.90 ERA this year, and immediately first pitch, Ernie Clement with a grounder through the shortstop and the third baseman to get himself on base. They already have a base runner for the Blue Jays. They are absolutely crushing the ball for 2 days. You bought a speaker stand for real? Did you buy 2 speaker stands? Because we do have 2 speakers. One of them happens to be on a box. You did? Oh, nice. Let's see how Brunson works with those things. We'll need a counseling session over the speaker stand. I doubt it. We might need a dog counseling session. Do you do that? Because when Brunson inevitably runs into it because he's barking at a deer and destroys the speaker and the stand, I'm going to be very upset, and we're going to send him to counseling. 2-1 count to Barger, who is the defensive hero of the last 2 innings. Truly that. Takes another ball down and away. 3-1 count to Barger. And there is a fouled off sinker a little bit inside. So it's a full count to Barger now with a runner on first, nobody out. As long as you don't blame Starfish for the ancillary damage that the falling speaker causes, you should be okay. But Brunson will not be okay. And that's a pitch way high, way outside. Hancock walks Barger, and here we are. It is 2 on, nobody out. And Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, New York Yankees legend. We're wearing this hat for him, in honor of him, at the plate. Miles Straw comes in as a pinch runner for Barger. So his defensive heroics were were big, but now he's out of the game. And Kiner-Falefa, IKF, tries bunting. He's 2 for 3 today with a double, single, and 2 runs. And they got him bunting. Which, like, I don't know. I guess I understand that. They're trying to move the runners to second and third. That's fine. And he puts down like a perfect bunt. And a perfect sacrifice bunt. The runners move to second and third. I'm not going to lie. That was a great bunt from IKF. And he is out, but there's 2 runners in scoring position with 1 out. Oh shit, Mattingly is a coach on the Blue Jays? That was Bunchies for sure. Andres Jimenez stepping up to the plate. Jimenez has been phenomenal in this game. He's 1 for 2 with a 2-run home run and a sacrifice bunt. I didn't realize Mattingly was a coach on the Blue Jays. That makes me like seeing Mattingly get a ring would be nice. I just saw him out there. I'm assuming he's the hitting coach. An unbelievable swing from Jimenez. Sneaks through the infield. That's going to score 2 runs. And Jimenez with the 2 RBI single. Such a weird swing. Snuck right through the middle of the infield. I got to watch that again, man. That was wild. I kind of missed it almost. The infielders were playing in. Oh, it bounced off of Hancock's hand. He tried to cleanly field it. He tried to field it and it was unclean, I guess is the way to put that. It bounced right off the top of his glove. And that's what caused it to go in between the infielders. If he would have let the second baseman get it, he may have been able to get there. Or if he would have fielded it, obviously. Springer at the plate, and Hancock throws a nasty sweeper, 78 miles an hour. It cuts across Springer's body and hits the zone for a strike. But it is an 8-2 ball game, folks. This game looks over. It looks over. So yeah, apparently Don Mattingly has been a coach on the Blue Jays since 2023. His first coaching job in like 13 years, because he was a manager for basically all those 13 years. So kind of crazy. Seeing Mattingly get a ring would be kind of fun. And Springer drills one foul down the left field line. He was very early on it. If he timed that up better, that would have been a home run. 2-2 count to Springer. And here comes the 2-2 pitch. Oh, just kidding. Hancock steps off the mound. You want to watch Borat tonight? Did you ever see... Wait, did they make a Borat 2? Because I never saw that if they did. I feel like recently they made something like that. And a grounder into... Not a double play. Not a double play. But they did get the force out. Borat 2 during COVID. I vaguely recall that now. I did not see that. Was it good? I'm assuming you saw it. I feel like it didn't get a lot of hype. All right, I'll have to check that out. You know what else I never saw either? The one where he plays the gay guy. I don't remember what his name was, but I never saw that. The Ali G show is so funny. But that was like 20 years ago. Bruno, yeah, Bruno. I don't think I ever saw that. I may have seen parts of it, but I never saw the whole thing. I never like sat down and watched the whole thing. Was that good? And almost got killed? Okay, I gotta watch that. 2-1 count to Nathan Lukes. 1 on, 2 out, 8-2 ball game. The Mariners are going to need a miracle to win this one. Or he was about to get legit killed. Okay, I got to watch that. I have to watch that. I wonder what that's on. You think that's on Max? You think either one of those is on Max? Borat 2 or Bruno? And Lukes gets walked. A 5-pitch walk. Well, a 3-1 count he walked. Not a 5-pitch walk. That's not the way you put that. 2 on, 2 out in an 8-2 ball game in the 8th. And the pitching coach comes out to talk to Hancock. They're showing the crowd. Kids are sad in the stands. They got to always show the sad kids. They love that. Oh, Bruno's on Prime? And Borat 2's on Prime? I'm assuming they're free. They're not like rentals. I'll have to watch them. I also feel like I have to watch horror movies, man, because it's Halloween season, you know? It's October. Oh my goodness. Vlad Jr. coming to the plate with 2 on. This man is batting .469 with 5 home runs in the postseason. And he gets a good cut on that one. It's a deep fly over to right. It's a line out, kind of. It is free. And the inning is over, but the damage, again, has been done. They're going into the bottom of the 8th, down 6. It is free. I'm going to definitely have to watch those. I want to watch some horror movies as well, because it's October, but I feel like every time I try to do that, I just never do. Or like I watch like half of them and then don't get through it. I've been watching I know you're gonna love this work. I've been watching Survivor Australia. I've been watching Australian Survivor the past couple days. It's a good time. It's a good time. They know how to do it in Australia. I'm on season 2 currently. Is Boston Rob on it? No. It's Australian people. It's not in Australia. It is the Australian version of Survivor. But they do get the American players on there eventually. I don't think Rob is on it though. Australian Rob, yeah. They have Aussie Rob on it, bro. And they're currently in season 49 of American Survivor right now. So the next season is 50, which is going to be a big one. A lot of people coming back, but no Boston Rob as far as I remember. I do not think he's going to be on it. They have Long Island Rob, though. Oh, no, sorry. Rob Cesternino is not there. Is the first ever winner coming back? No. No. He'll never come back. I forget what he did, but he did some fucked up shit. Not the tax evasion shit. He did evade his taxes. He's got to be like 80? I don't think so. I don't think he's that old. He did come back for one season. He's 64. But he wasn't invited back for 40, and that would have been the season that they would have had him. So I don't think he's ever getting invited back. He said some fucked up. He said some things about Survivor that the producers and shit definitely didn't like. Also, he seems like kind of a dickhead, I think, if I remember correctly. But he talks shit about Survivor all the time, so definitely not getting a call back for that. And we're back on a Rose. Arena is facing Jeff Hoffman in the bottom of the 8th. If they ever kissed a little, no. Yo, Winter Soldier was good. You are just pessimistic, bro. They're about to make the comeback of the century right now. We're watching. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. You got to believe. It's like the Mets. You got to believe. And a ball, a high fastball, I think that was thrown to. This is going to be interesting. Hoffman was way better last year, but he still had a decent season. Jared Kelnick leave. How'd that work out? Saying it's like the Mets is not reassuring. It wasn't meant to be. It was meant to make you feel like that, to be honest. Trevor Hoffman, no, Jeff Hoffman. Did I say Trevor Hoffman? My bad. What a pitch from Hoffman right on the black, and Rosarena takes a strike out looking. Gets struck out looking. Jeffer Hoffman. Oh, man. There's only 5 more outs left for the Mariners. Yo, Jesus T was good, buddy. Only 5 more outs left. Playoff Randy was a mirage. This man sucks dick. Oh, man. Is this going to be another Polanco situation when Randy comes through in the World Series and wins you guys a World Series single-handedly, and then you're going to be like, I was a Randy believer from day one? Cal just swung at a ball out of the zone and fouled it to the third baseman, and that is the second out. Black Goat is back. Was he really good today? That doesn't bode well for me. I was against T. Higgins. T. Higgins had his biggest day of the year. Chase Brown with 106 yards. Really nice. I'm very down with that. Did he fumble, though? Oh, no, he had negative receiving yards. That's great. Chase Brown's on my bench, but next week I have to start him, I think. He's at 24? Wow. Even when he went 10-3, he wasn't doing shit. Even when we went 10-3, he wasn't doing shit. 10-3. Listen. Randy's going to come back. He's going to win you guys a World Series. You watch. But also playoff Randy was kind of a mirage. He's had like 2 good playoff series and he's had a lot of stinkers, if I remember correctly. Julio up at the plate, 1-2 count, 8-2 ball game, 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. It's not looking great. Game's still going. He's at 24. So I'm assuming Jamar had a lot of Jamar's look good, I'm assuming. Wow. J-Rod takes strike 3 looking. And I'll be honest. This doesn't look great. Jamar has 20 targets? Nah. Chill, bro. That's crazy. $20 targets is fucking nuts, dude. Career high? Is that a league high? Is that like a fucking... Like, what's the most targets that somebody's ever gotten in a game? It can't be that much more than 20. $28? Oh, Brandon Marshall, I do remember that. That was a while ago. Holy shit, 20 targets, 128 yards, and a touchdown. Wow. I was trying to trade for him, but it didn't work out, obviously. My team's looking kind of nice though this year. This week rather. For kind of the rest of the year, a little. Provided no injuries happen, which of course injuries are going to happen. But I'm going to be starting Chase Brown next week because Jonte is hurting. I mean, sorry, Jonte is on bye. And I am facing the undefeated team in the league next week. I'm also going with him to opening day for the Knicks. The very first game of the season. We're going to be at the Garden watching that. That's going to be fucking awesome. The same week that we face each other in fantasy. So yeah, I need Chase Brown to be the Chase Brown of old and score like 15 to 20 points next week. I have scored more points than him on the season, but you're not wrong. Sports might be the worst shit invented, to be honest. Look, man. Look. They could still make the comeback, maybe. I'll be honest, I didn't think the Blue Jays were gonna beat the Mariners today. I was like, Scherzer had a pretty bad season. Maybe not bad, but he had a mediocre at best season. I thought this would happen. I just can't believe that the road team has won every game. 2-1 count to Alejandro Kirk. Kirk 0 for 3 today. So probably going to hit a home run here. Mariners fans are pessimistic. I mean, I didn't think the Blue Jays could stay down, but I also didn't think they would be doing this well. Wu pitches tomorrow? Is that what's going on? Brian Wu's pitching tomorrow? Because that'll be that should be good. Kirk strikes out as Winter Soldier throws the meanest and most unnecessary insults to him. As he strikes out and he goes 0 for 4 today. Super necessary. Varsho at the plate, 0 for 3. Swings at a changeup way out of the zone. For strike one. He's out of control. Are you talking about? Oh, boy. A deep foul ball that almost went fair for a home run. Varsho 0-2 count. He's out of control. Do you mean Winter Soldier is out of control? Or do you mean like Brunson's doing something crazy? Winter Solier? Winter Solier. Some people rapping their own height. And Varsho strikes out. Hancock. Gotta defend my people. Oh, boy. Ah, they're advertising such appealing games like the Commanders versus the Cowboys, the Packers versus the Cardinals. Must tune in TV. Saints versus the Bears. Wow. Incredible football games that Fox is advertising here. Good stuff. Good stuff. They got Dominguez warming up in the pen. Dalton's the name you give a kid if you know he isn't going to be able to read. Oh, J-Rod with the fancy catch. J-Rod coming in with the sliding backhanded catch on a Clement blooper into center field. Great catch. Fancy, so smooth. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. We're going into the bottom of the ninth. Look. Just imagine, okay? Just imagine how thrilling a comeback would be right now. Could be insane. Could be absolutely incredible. Could be possible. It's not likely, but it could happen. Now, if I was a fan in that position, I would feel the same way as Winter Soldier, of course. Can't wait for this 3-pitch Suarez case swinging at a slider that lands in East Russia. Bro, the worst. I feel like the worst was what was it, the 7th inning, where it's like a 5-pitch inning. It's like you motherfuckers are down by 3 or 4 runs, and they were just swinging at the first pitch on everything. Like, what are we doing? That's not how you guys got here. We just have so many instant outs. Yeah. It's like me playing MLB The Show. That's what it felt like. Just swinging at every first pitch. Going ballistic. The Rivas pickoff was brutal too. Like, that came at a really bad time. Like, that was a momentum swing of an out. Even though they were down, like, they could have made a comeback there. Nailers was really dumb. I was talking about that a lot. Nailers base running was very, very bad. Rivas was sleeping. Yeah, Naylor, like, at least the commentators were, like, sort of, in a sense, defending it from what I heard. Like, I couldn't hear it too well. Smoltz was, like, kind of defending it. Talking about, like, fuck the commentators. Yeah, they've been really annoying. They've been extremely annoying this series. But he was, like, you know... Bro, that's so crazy. Bro, you can't say that. Sir Anthony Dominguez coming up. He's only given up 1 hit and 1 earned run in this postseason. 4 games. But he has walked 5 and only struck out 4. So, a little wild. His pitching is a little wild, but tomorrow, Blue Jays Mariners at 5 o'clock. I know for a fact Winter Soldier loves that. And Brewers Dodgers at 8:30. Game 4. Really got to get Dodgers the primetime slot, you know, so that isn't it 6? It just said 5:30 on my screen. Sorry, it just said 5 on my screen. Mariners fans have shoes on their head. And Polanco's up at the plate. Like, if you want somebody to start a rally, Polanco is the guy, right? Polanco's nah, bro, it's 6. So they lied to me. Oh, broadcast starts at 5. Okay. So they definitely lied. Polanco's got a 2-1 count. Dominguez dealing the 2-1 pitch. And Polanco pops it up into shallow center field. Varsho there to make the easy play. And that's 1 out. You're still missing the first 30 to 60 minutes and working remotely during it? Well, I hope during that time they go crazy. And then you come back And you don't have to worry too much. Naylor at the plate, 2 for 2 today. Doing cocaine while I'm not watching the rest of the playoffs. Nah, you got her, man. You got her. I'm sorry, man, but you're not that special. Naylor with the single. It looked like he might try to stretch it into a double, but he didn't. He's 3 for 3 today. Anyway, like I was saying, you're not that special. You're not the Jinx. Like, you're just not. Unfortunately for you, you don't control anything. Take no chances. Yeah, I mean, taking it. He already took his chance before. Again, that was kind of a momentum swinger. Like a momentum shifting out. Like the Mariners, every time they started to gain a little momentum, they would do something silly, and Alejandro's so fucking ugly? Dude, why do you say that about Xander's brother? Eugenio Suarez, 1 for 3. He's at the plate. He's got an RBI single today. He takes ball 1. Sorry, 1-1. Grow a dwarf beard. I think he looks like a normal person. I'm not going to lie to you. I think Kirk looks fine. And Suarez swings at a sweeper in East Russia. And it's a 1-2 count. A 1-2 count to Dominguez. I bet he throws another sweeper here. It was a 4-seamer, but it was out of the zone. 2-2. If I'm Suarez, I'm expecting a sweeper outside at some point again in this at bat. Maybe that would be the 3-2 pitch. Oh, a fastball kind of down the middle, and Suarez misses it, pops it up to. Well, he didn't miss it. He popped it up to Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, who makes the play, and there's 2 outs. And this game, it might be it might be over. Suarez is so ass. Bro, Suarez was your guy like a week ago. We should let fans sit in his place. Canzone at the plate, 1 for 3 today, and he takes a sinker, outside the zone for ball 1. Canzone, hey, he's 1 for 3, bro. What do you expect, man? Canzone takes another pitch out of the zone, a 2-0 count. Listen, the game's not over, and it's not over until it's over. You know what I mean? Like, they still might win, bro. It doesn't feel like it, but they might. Canzone somehow takes a fastball down the middle of the plate. Doesn't even consider taking his bat off his shoulders. He instead just sort of looks at it with the bat on his shoulder, literally. And he swings at a fastball up and in. Foul. 2-2 count. Burning my Canzone auto. I mean, you could always replace it for another 50 cents. And a wild pitch. A splitter wild pitch. Naylor goes to second. Just sort of casually strolls over to second. And we got a full count to Canzone. This guy's got his Crocs on his head. He's got a pair of Crocs on his head with a Mariners flag in between. Suarez would have swung, he would have. Remember when I said I was going to start sleeping at 10? Yeah. Yeah. We all believed you. The payoff pitch. Right in the zone. Canzone. It's over. The Jays win. The Jays win it. Oh, look at this guy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey, buddy. Wow, went straight for the couch. Yeah, I'm going to lay down, bud. I'm going to sleep. I can't take this. You don't want to hear anybody call us a World Series team ever again? I mean, you just lost 2 games, bro. You guys could still make the World Series. I don't care if we clone Ohtani and field 9 Ohtani. You guys still are very much so in this series. All they have to do is win tomorrow. And then win another one in Toronto. They've proven that they can win in Toronto. Bye, Bruns. I mean, it definitely sucks right now. It's definitely a really rough situation for sure. 26-4 was the combined 26-4 was the combined score of the last 2 games. Yeah, but the Blue Jays were getting lit up in the previous 2 games. Things change. It's baseball, man. Things change very quickly. So I wouldn't be too, like, don't get me wrong, you should be worried. Like, I wouldn't feel confident. But I wouldn't be too worried. Like, it's not over, you know. It's just a best of 5. It's a best of 3 series now. A rule waiver and let all 9 hitters do steroids. Listen, I get where you're coming from. I know how it is. You got to be super negative because I've been there. It makes you feel better if you're super negative because then you don't have your hopes as high. And then if they do start to win again, it feels really good. And it's like, oh, wow, they really did it. You know what I mean? No Woo tomorrow, so who's pitching? Gilbert again? There's no way, right? Miller? Is it on short rest? Am I crazy? Maybe it's not short rest, actually. Normal rest? Listen, here's the thing about the Mariners. Didn't they lose pretty big in the previous round? Game 2 travel day, game 3, game 4. It's been 4 days. Okay. Didn't they lose pretty big at some point against Detroit? You probably felt the same way. Like, it could change. It could change, like, immediately. Not 2 games in a row. Listen, let's stop pretending the Blue Jays are the best team in the league, okay? Because they're not. They're not. The team that you're going to have to worry about is the Dodgers. Either way, the Dodgers are just going to win the whole World Series. Unfortunately, it sucks. The Mariners are the only ones that really sort of match up well with them. I don't think the Blue Jays do. Vlad is definitely the best hitter in the playoffs. And that's nobody's fault. Vlad is just that guy. That alone counts for a ton. True. But I think the second best hitter is Raleigh. And that counts too. Remember when people said he was fat and washed? People are stupid. We have to recognize that people are very dumb, especially in general, but especially when it comes to sports stakes. Vlad has always been that good. Isn't Judge the best hitter in the play? Yeah, but that's not Judge's fault, okay? You're trying to give my man Judge shit, but he batted .500 in these damn playoffs. The rest of the Yankees batted 12. Vlad had one single down year in his career in the Doomers route. It wasn't his down year wasn't even that bad. Oh my God, Judge Glaze. Oh, brother. You can't deny it. The rest of the team was terrible. I mean, Judge was good in this playoffs, but 1.8 WAR for Vlad kind of bad. I mean, he's a bad defender. Is he stupid? Actually, yes, he is stupid. I agree. He should, if he pitched to like half of what Shohei does, he'd be considered the best player ever. And instead, we get this motherfucker Shohei that people are calling the best player. This is crazy. Crazy. You wonder if his WAR would improve as a... It probably would. Let me see. 1.8 WAR that year. He batted 264. He had a 788 OPS. It's kind of... It's not bad. It's just not great. You know what I mean? He just wasn't amazing. He was still an all-star that year. He just wasn't an MVP candidate. I don't know. I love Vlad. I personally think Vlad is great. I also loved his dad, so maybe biased, but I do think he is. I do think that Vlad Jr. is one of the most underrated players in the entire league. 16 for 23. Wow. Jet, my guy. I loved his dad. Came in at the wrong time. Oh, we were just talking about Vlad Jr. Jet, what's good, bro? How you been? I think 23 is tied for second highest targets all time. That's crazy. He didn't drop 20 WAR across 4 seasons bookending it. Right. Exactly. Vlad gets completely slept on because he plays in Toronto. And now everybody's going to be like, no. I had like a minor argument with a friend. It wasn't really an argument. We were just like talking about it. But I had a discussion with a friend that said, no, he can't be underrated because he got paid all that money now. So everybody knows how good he is. And I'm like, the owners of the team know how good he is. The front offices know how good he is, but fans do not. Kind of get slept on these days? Sure. But like, as a person who roots for a team that plays the Blue Jays all the time, like Vlad Jr. is literally that guy. We got Naylor for fuck all at the deadline. Naylor is a good player.
Overrated? More like overweighted. Fuck Vladdy tubby bastard.
Yo, Jet with the 47 months. Thank you for the prime sub, sir. I appreciate you. He said more like overweighted. Oh, brother. He said tubby bastard. I mean, Vlad is just filthy. He's just very good. There's not a whole lot else you could say about him. I wonder what his defensive WAR was this year. It wasn't that bad. He was good this year? Yeah, he was. He was basically average. I think Schneider hypnotized Vlad on the flight to Seattle. Top 3 defensively? Defensive WAR? Or you mean just in general? At first base? He thinks he's playing New York right now? Dude, he just wants to win a ring. And I can respect that. Honestly, I don't know who the fuck is rooting for. I don't know who in their right mind would be rooting for the Dodgers. Like, okay, here. I know what Winter Soldier is going to say, but I want him to make a real decision here. Who do you think? You're rooting for whoever wins the series. Okay, that's what I was going to say. I'm hoping for a tragic event. That's what I was expecting Winter Soldier to say. I said that before game 1. Okay. Because like, there's no way, dude. Jet, you wouldn't root for the Blue Jays in that situation. Like, he said, I'm hoping for a tragic event. That's wild. I just like, there's no way that I could root for the Dodgers. Like, there's just 0% chance that I'd ever root for the Dodgers unless they were against like Houston or the Red Sox. I'd never root for a division rival. Are they a division rival, bro? They've been shit for 20 something years. Like, I hardly count them as part of in the division. If the Mariners don't win, a Canadian team winning would piss off my ops. That's true. That would be really funny. They fucked us and trolled us upon fucking. Fair. But like, you're rooting for the Dodgers? At least there's some Blue Jays that I like. Sort of. Like IKF. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa can finally get his ring. They've had good seasons during that time span. They have a little. I'm rooting for terrorism is crazy. Just because they didn't win shit doesn't mean they weren't actual threats. Normally I'd agree, but like, name a good Blue Jays team. Name like a really good Blue Jays team. Like, even the Mariners had, like, the 2001 Mariners were very good and potentially could have won. Okay, yeah, okay, you're right. I forgot about Edwin and Batista and all them. That was a good team. That was a really good team. The Robbie Ray Blue Jays, that year they were pretty decent. MVP Donaldson, yeah. That Jays team was good. I totally forgot about that one. I was thinking of like Sean Green, Shannon Stewart. It's like, those guys weren't really that scary. They were good, but they weren't scary. Delgado. You went way back? I know. I always tend to go that far. But yeah, this is a good team. I'm looking at it now. 2016. Russell Martin, legendary Justin Smoke. Tulo was on that team. Josh Donaldson, Pilar, Batista, Encarnacion. They were good. BJ Upton on the bench. Bro is old. You're not wrong. When people talked up the Rios, Wells, Reed, Johnson Jays, yeah, like, he had that one hit wonder year. Yeah, he did. Rios was decent. Guy was a terror. He was. Like, that is a good example of a decent team, but they were never real threats. He owned us that year? Yeah. Those teams were never real threats. They were just... Vernon Wells was really good for a long time on the Blue Jays, and then he came to the Yankees and still continued to terrorize us. Pretty sure Rios wasn't even the worst one-hit wonder that year. Rios got paid a lot off of that. He actually had 3... he had 2 All-Star appearances and 3 4.5 WAR seasons. He had a 4.6 WAR season, a 5.6, and a 5.9. It's really good. It's actually really good. Honestly, Rios didn't even have a bad career. 27 WAR career? That's actually really impressive. Brett Gardner clears. Listen, I think Brett Gardner is one of the most underrated players of the past 20 years. He clears a lot more. 44 WAR is absolutely insane. Like, I don't know why everybody always shits on Gardner. Is it because he was only a one-time All-Star? Like, I don't really know. He doesn't have a ton of accolades. For an ugly, bald, short fuck who barely started, like, that's wild. I mean, he spent a decade starting. 10 more short of fringe Hall of Famer? Yeah. Brett Gardner is undoubtedly, in my opinion, one of the most underrated guys in the past, like, 20 years. Gardner was useful even when he was, like, 37. He wasn't really even that bad. Like, he was fine. Well, he was kind of bad, actually, looking at the numbers. But until he was 35, he was great. All of very good, yeah. Yeah. He's like, I don't know. I see so much shit online, people just shitting on him. And I really just don't get it. Granderson's the Hall of fucking awesome. Granderson's all right. That's actually crazy. People talk about Granderson as a fringe Hall of Famer, and he literally has 3 more WAR than Brett Gardner. 3 more career WAR than Brett Gardner. That's actually fucking insane. But again, it's because he has a Silver Slugger. He has 3 All-Star appearances. He was MVP. He had MVP votes for 3 years. Like, more than double the dongs. Yeah, but Gardner wasn't a power guy. Gardner hit 20 plus home runs twice in his career. Like, he wasn't a power guy. He was a speed guy. Chicks dig the long ball. Everybody always says that, but I don't know any chicks that dig baseball at all. But yeah, Brett Gardner completely slept on. You don't talk to women? I'm convinced. I'm kidding, dude. I'm kidding. You don't know any chicks? Oh boy. Don't get baited. That's true. I've never spoken to a woman in my life. You're right. You're absolutely right. So, Jet, what do you think the Yankees do this offseason? Except for your lovely wife, exactly. That's the only one. The girls I know will go to baseball games just to thirst over the tight pants. I know a lot of women that are baseball fans. Well, not a lot, but I have some women friends that are baseball fans for sure. But I never heard of them thirsting over the tight pants, I'll be honest. When I do, it's gross, and bro, please stop. What the fuck? Yeah, I want to know what you think the Yankees will do. Or what do you want them to do? I guess that's a better question because we both know that they're not going to do shit. Run the exact same roster? Yeah. Yeah, I should sign Suarez. I would take Suarez over McMahon for sure. Actually, Suarez is like 38, so maybe I wouldn't. No, he's not that old, is he? 34. Trade Heel? I would trade Heel immediately. I would have traded Heel last year. I would have traded him last year after he won Rookie of the Year. For Kyle Tucker. As soon as he won Rookie of the Year, yeah. Should have got shipped. I agree. Would you trade Gill? Same with Wells. I would have been fine with trading Wells as well. I would have shipped Spencer Jones, Heel. Wells would be totally fine. And there's somebody else. Oh, I would have shipped Ben Rice too. Even though I like Ben Rice, he did a really good job this year. I didn't know that he was going to do a really good job this year. So at the beginning of the year, I was like, I would ship all of those guys for Kyle Tucker. Even though it could have ended up as a Soto situation again, but we still would have had a better chance to sign Kyle Tucker. That's what I would have done in the beginning of the season. Get a right-handed backup catcher. Yeah, Rice was I don't know how good his defense was, but he had a great season in general. And he played a lot of catcher, or mostly catcher, right? Well, he played more first base, but he played a decent amount of catcher. Called the games well toward the end. I think Wells is tougher because good young catcher are tough to find. I think Wells is kind of bad though. Like I'm not a Wells believer. I like him. He's fine for what he is. But I don't think he's very good. He's a great framer. We produce catchers, yeah. And framers are going to matter way less now with the ABS. So for Harry Ford, catcher of the future. I don't know. In an ideal world, we would get Kyle Tucker this year, but I know we won't. I know we won't. You think retain Williams? I don't know if he's built for New York. I'm not super sure that I believe in him. I'll be honest. I don't know. I don't know if he's built for New York. That postseason performance, he earned it. It's fair. Did it when it mattered? That's fair. Where he did fuck all in October. Honestly, he's getting paid. Injury plagued, you know he's gonna get injured throughout the year. He's getting paid. He's getting super fucking paid. Maybe like he probably won't get Soto or Vlad money, but he lost some money, to be honest. Good. I'll take him losing money. Bregman's about to get paid too. I don't know. Oh, that's right. I did forget about the lockout. You're right. I totally forgot about that. They need to put a salary cap in. I'm sorry, but baseball needs a salary cap at this point. None of these guys are getting paid. True. They need to. They're not going to, but they need to put a salary cap and a salary floor in. No, they need a salary floor, no cap. They need both. I would feel way better if they just put a floor. That's fine. But I think they need both. Like, I don't think they would do a salary floor unless there's a salary cap. So that's why you need both. The owners won't agree to a salary cap, a salary floor without a cap. Floor should be 100 million. Yeah, I agree. But it also needs to be a 50-50 revenue share for the players. It still has to be a 50-50 revenue share. So that cap and floor should move every year. Should raise or whatever. It should be 60% of the salary cap or 65% of the salary cap is the floor. 400 mil cap, 100 mil floor.
Victory!
Yo, Sammy with the 46 months, bro. I appreciate you, Sammy. Thank you, thank you. You're going to TwitchCon? That's this weekend, right? Is it in San Diego? Thank you for the resub. 46 months, bro. I appreciate you big time. 140 mil floor? Fuck it. No, the floor has to be luxury tax is at 300 million. Oh, you're there now. Oh shit. Let's go. I appreciate you coming in, resubbing before you're going to go hang out in San Diego. I've never been there. I think it's San Diego, right? I want to go there. Cap it at 4 and teams will agree with 100 million. San Diego's amazing. I always hear good things. Starfish has been there a few times, I think. A's payroll at 78 mil is gross. 100 mil is just too low. If the A's are at 78 million, 100 mil is too low. Yo, Wos was good. Great city, you absolutely should. Yeah. Best city in Cali. I do hear that a lot about San Diego. Plus, I get to go visit San Diego studios. Woo! If the Pirates and the A's are at 84 and 79 respectively, the floor would need to be way higher. The floor would need to be like 150. You get to see your girl at SDS? Stop. 125 million minimum. I say 150. I say 150, especially if you're going to make the if you're saying the cap ceiling or whatever should be 400. No, but here's the thing. You don't give them a fucking choice because it should be 50. If you're putting in a salary cap, it should be 50-50 revenue sharing. 50% goes to the fucking players. 50% goes in the owner's pockets. And they're already splitting the profits among everybody. There is no fucking, that's too high, the owners won't go for it. Fuck them. Because they have to pay X amount of money. Like, that's it. You know what I mean? Like, they have to do 50% of the revenue. I think baseball is slightly less than 50-50 revenue sharing, I think. Yeah, I agree with that. Al Steinbrenner should be shot. It says in 2024, MLB players received 47% of total league revenue. So I don't know how true that is. I just did a quick Google search. There's a Big L album dropping. Are you serious? Is it like AI bullshit or it's real shit? There's an A-Rod documentary. It's his leftovers. Oh shit, that should be interesting. Nas is putting it out. There's an HBO A-Rod documentary. I will watch that. Is it gonna be like one of those things where they just like blow him? Check the trailer. I'll check it. Looks good. It looks good. Oh, okay. Okay. I wanna know, did you guys hear about the Jeffrey Loria bullshit where he's like, oh, I was interviewed about the Marlins and he's pretty sure that he's like the villain of the story. That's what I want to watch. He admits that he cheated because he thought he could get away. No way. A-Rod's really trying to like fix his reputation. If that's also like super fucking fake A-Rod. Like he's a very, very fake person. He comes off as completely disingenuous on that post-game show and like whatever. So I don't hate Bonds. Bonds gave no fucks. Yeah. I don't know. A-Rod, like when complicated is one way to describe it, yeah. Yeah. When I hear A-Rod speak, it's just so fake and disingenuous. Like I hope that this is the real A-Rod. Like I hope we get like a real version of. Oh, I mean, it would be amazing if he got added to the show for sure. Like we're running out of superstars to add. Bonds, A-Rod. Oh boy. Oh boy. He's about to expose the secrets of the world. Why rich and powerful people cheat to ask you like who is the person and who is the nickname. Like why would people trust you? You want to know my A-Rod hot take? Sure. A-Rod for owner of the Yankees. I mean, I don't want that, but he probably can't be worse than Hal Steinbrenner, right? Maybe. I don't know. I should be careful when I say that. I should be real careful. But like when people have to ask you whether or not you're like we're talking to the real you or are we talking to your alter ego, like you're fake as fuck. Yeah, I got it in ball slap that so many people got mad about. If Beltray did that and laughed about it after, people would have loved that Carney shit. I think those are two separate things, right? I think the I got it would have been funny. Agreed. The ball slap was like a little too like the ball slap was insane. Come on. Jeter said he's obsessed with baseballs, which I'm happy about. A-Rod for the manager role in Anaheim. Because A-Rod is one of the greatest baseball minds ever. I'll give you that. A-Rod has an incredible mind for the game, for sure. Trying to slap the ball out of someone's glove is funny. I guess you're right. If it was somebody else, it would have been funny. Oh, it was Bronson Arroyo and the Red Sox. That's true. That's true. That's fair. It just the problem with that is that he didn't do it as a joke. So that's what made it not funny. How could you hate that as a Yankee fan? I think if I remember correctly, the ball slap thing happened like shortly after the suspension, right? The first suspension. So like obviously I'm still like fucking annoyed at that. And he's not helping himself. But yeah, I mean I don't know. It just seems like immature shit. Maybe I just hate him. If it was a beloved player like Beltray, it's more lol than rage. In 2005? I don't think he was on the Yankees in 2005. Was he? Oh, he was 2004. Oh, of course, 2004. Of course, he was on the 2004 team. I knew that. Oh, it was before the suspension? I don't know, man. He just like I don't know. You just kind of look like a jerk off if you're like hitting some dude's arm while they're catching the ball. I'm sorry, but yeah, I don't know. Winter Soldier makes a good point. If it's somebody else, I do agree. Fuck Bronson Arroyo. I'm glad he did it. I would have preferred if he just clotheslined Arroyo. You know what I mean? Like it'd be like, all right, hell yeah. But like slapping his arm, you just look like a bitch. I don't know. A clothesline would have been hot as fuck. Yeah, exactly. Like, decapitate the man. Don't fucking slap him in the arm. We lose him for the series if we clothesline him. Then those two plays though, right. Like the centaur picture, bro. What about the mirror picture? Like, imagine the kissing mirror image. Exactly. Like, come on, man. What are we doing? That's your favorite picture of all time? This has got to be the most awkward thing I've ever seen. I just don't understand. I just don't understand what goes through a man's mind, anyone's mind. Like what is going on through this guy's head to think that this is a good idea? There's nothing funnier than that picture. Who thought that was a good pick? That's what I'm saying. Like, who in their right mind thought this was a good idea? Wait, I didn't even know there was more pictures to this like series. Hold up. I can't find any good high quality versions. What are we doing, bro? Do you think this is how models pose? Like, what are we doing, bro? Like, this looks like somebody doing like a really bad imitation of a model. Okay, all right. He went tip to tip with his mirror self. True. Who are they photographing? A-Rod or Alex? Let me ask you something. Like, do you think this was A-Rod's idea? Like, do you think that this was his idea, or do you think this was the photographer's idea? Isn't it obvious? That's the thing. It feels like it's obvious, but it also feels like maybe it's not. I really like looking at myself that close, wild. Yeah, like, what are you looking at that point? Are you trying to look at your nose hairs? Like, you trying to look deep up that nostril, bro? Like, what are you doing? You think he got talked into it and went along to make people happy? Alex wanted to kiss A-Rod. He just wanted to get it for himself. Fair. Hold on, let me see. Let's see if we can find. Bro, you can't tell me this man is not a narcissist. Like a straight up fucking narcissist, bro. Like, there's no way. The best right-handed baseball player ever. He's a teenager here? Fair, but like, this is a wild ass picture. But again, like, did he come up with this idea? Not named Albert Pujols? The real best right-handed Willie Mo Pena for sure. Willie Mo Pena put Pujols and A-Rod to shame. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. I'm trying to think what I was gonna say before the William Opeña thing. Best right-handed batter. I'm trying to think who else could you put in that conversation? He won the baseball version of Space Jam, but it wasn't Mays. Yes. I would say Mays over them. Oh, Hank Aaron. Hank Aaron was already best right-handed player, not batter. I'd still say Hank Aaron. Wasn't Hank a good fielder? And also just about the best player of all time? You put Mays number one, period. I put Aaron above him. Hank Aaron has 3 gold gloves. I don't know how much that matters. Hank and Mays played plumbers. Oh, brother. Stop it. Stop it. Like, realistically, the best baseball player of all time was Bonds. But, like, you could discredit him for steroids and shit. Hank Aaron, like, if you're talking about guys that are theoretically cleaned, I know greenies and this bullshit and that bullshit, but, like, there's no actual proof, right? It's got to be Hank. Everyone juices from the 80s on. I do kind of think that's true. Kind of like everybody thinks that LeBron is clean, but I'm pretty sure that motherfucker's got more HGH in those veins than... I feel like other than steroid bonds is just understood. Right. Babe Ruth, Walter Johnson, Cy Young, Barry Bonds. This is war leaders of all time. If you're going to discredit Ruth because he played plumbers, which is fine. You can say Ruth, like, whatever, even though Ruth was clearly superior. Question? Let's go. Ask away. Oh, he's discredit Ruth? That's fine. I can accept that. But, like, Mays, Aaron, I don't know if you could really discredit those two. Mays put up numbers in Crackhead era Candlestick Park. Fair. How do you feel about Judge in this conversation based on what you've seen? Oh, like as in best right-handed batter of all time? He's definitely the best hitter in this era. I would honestly say, maybe I'm biased, but it's kind of close for me that, like, Judge is just the best player in this era. Like, I almost think Judge is better than Ohtani. I know that's like heresy and people will argue with it, and that's fine. Judge or Trout, I would think Trout is kind of the previous era in a sense. Sort of. Healthy Judge has been insane. Yeah. Judge clears Trout head to head. Wait, can we pull those stats up? Hitting wise, Judge was still a great fielder. How do you do the comparison on here? I forgot. If Judge could pitch, sure, but you can't ignore it. Yeah, I do agree with that. But I think Judge is such a better hitter than Shohei. And I don't think that Shohei is that much better a pitcher than Judge. I'll say it. I'll go out there on a limb. Have you seen Judge's cannon out there in right field? That's year in and year out. So at Craw's wedding, Jet and I had an argument of between Shohei and Judge. And I was vehemently against Jet, and he was all on board about Judge. Now, this is a couple years ago. This was before the 60 home run season. And he was saying, or maybe it wasn't. Maybe it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Okay. It was like right after, yeah. And I was saying, like, obviously Judge is better this season. But Shohei's got the better career. Shohei pitches, whatever. And Jet was so fighting against me so hard. And I looked up the stats after because we were at a wedding. So we weren't like actually pulling up stats. But I looked at the stats after, and Judge like literally outpaces Shohei all the time. Shohei makes $2 million a year. I'd take him for flexibility. Fair. He's also younger. He is also younger. Like Shohei at the end of their career, it's going to be, I think it's going to be pretty obvious that he's better than Judge, but I'm going to do this really ghetto because I don't know. I'm not versed well enough in that. Actually, this is really stupid. This is dumb. How do you do the comparison thing? There's a way. Judge's WAR pace versus Trout's like game wise, Judge would clear him. The bottom half of their lineup is kind of ass. Is it? Scroll lower. I used to do this. Like, I used to know how to do this. Why am I so... Why does my brain not work? There we go. So first of all, Trout versus Judge. Wait, they're the same age? They're only a year. They're a year apart. I thought Judge was 2 years younger. Three more seasons at 9 WAR. The game discrepancy. Yeah, he beats Trout. Fair, but he couldn't even make the majors. So you do gotta like clip him, I guess. I don't know the right to term. That's not his fault. I agree. I do agree. Tommy Edmonds, scrub. Edmonds nice. Will Smith is nice. Conforto's a joke. Okay, Conforto, Miggy Rowe. Muncy, I mean, like, he's not great this year, but Teoscar is not mid. Except Volpe the GOAT. Bro, what do you do with Volpe? What do you do with Volpe in the offseason, Jet? Ass good ass? Sounds like he's got a good ass, bro. Bro, that's crazy. Okay, the more apt comparison is Shohei because they started... Judge has one extra season on Shohei. He lives 10 blocks away from you? Judge's OPS plus is 179. Shohei's at 160. It's really hard to say that like Judge is better than Mays or Aaron or any of these guys because he doesn't have the longevity yet. His career probably, he's still got another like 5-6 years left in the tank, I would assume. Maybe more. He's got I can't imagine he plays until he's 45 because he's 35 right now, right? Oh, he's 33. So he's probably got like 10 years in the tank. He won't be amazing for all 10 of those years. But 4 good years left? I hope so. I don't know. I'm still afraid that the day is going to come that Judge gets like really hurt. You want to see a 43-year-old 6'7" player? I mean, yes. Do I think he's going to be good? Not necessarily, but if he's like reasonably productive, if he's out there hitting like his 550th home run at 42, 43, Julio Franco style, yeah. I can't believe Judge only has 2 MVPs. I still can't believe that. Here's the comparison right now. This is the one that Jed is going to love. Winter Soldier is going to love it too. Julio Franco, can't believe he's still alive. Guy was like 90 playing baseball. He was. He should be in the Hall of Fame just for that. I'm just saying. Cal Raleigh versus Aaron Judge. Who you giving MVP to? Judge over Raleigh? Not even debate. Probably starting somewhere right now. He probably is. He probably is in like an international league starting. Raleigh, and it's not close. Not even a debate. Judge. Judge was the better player. Raleigh has the much better story. Stands in the field doing fuck all for 9 innings is insane. Check the postseason box score. Oh no. So my thing is like, obviously Judge was the better player and had the better season, but I don't really care. Well, I kind of do care. Yeah, I'm out. I don't really care who wins. Like if Raleigh does end up winning, I do think that it's like a great story. And obviously Raleigh is like, if he wins another platinum glove, like enjoying not watching your team this weekend. If Cal gets it and they talk about his impact as a catcher, I will say this, if they I do not agree. You replace Cal Raleigh with a 0 WAR catcher, they still have a winning record. I don't know. You take Judge off the Yankees, we'd be in last. I do agree that Judge is more important to the Yankees than Cal is to the Mariners. Fine, but they're not a winning team without him. They're not. Yachty better be fucking first ballot. People don't realize how bad we are without Judge. No, we're really bad without him, for sure. I do completely agree that he's more important than Cal is to the Mariners, but I don't know. The Cal Raleigh story is so interesting. 60 home runs is such an achievement. I'd vote for Judge. He sold out for home runs. I mean, he also, keep in mind, he hit 60 home runs in fucking T-Mobile Field. That's why I don't care about the home runs. Switch hitting Adam Dunn? No, dude. He's actually an incredible defender, though. Like, he's actually like a platinum. He won the platinum glove last year. Judge homer count goes higher at T-Mobile, by the way. Why? No playoffs to winning the division. Yeah, so he does have the narrative boost for sure. The narrative it's a good one. It's a good one. And the other thing is, like, Judge doesn't necessarily need the MVP for his legacy. Like, he really doesn't. Though it certainly helps. Statcast said so. Did it really? I didn't know that. That's not me saying. That's not me saying like Yankee Stadium is a Little League stadium, because I hate that fucking narrative. I think that's so played out. Like, it's so whack. But that is me saying T-Mobile sucks dick as a stadium, like, for hitting. Like, T-Mobile is terrible for hitting. I actually think that Judge does end up getting MVP. I think that people will just end up voting him more. But I don't like. I'm personally just not upset if Cal Raleigh gets it. I'm really like not upset about it. It's a more sensible argument than the Bobby Witt one last year. You think Raleigh would be the MVP in the NL over Shohei? Because they're saying Shohei is gonna win it, right? I just don't think he should beat Judge. Judge, just anyone else he wins, yeah. I really don't think that he will win it, to be honest. But winning the division despite having less wins than Judge's team which is why I hate that too. Fair. Oh wait, I meant to do Raleigh versus Shohei. Shohei had more home runs than Judge. I didn't realize that. I mean, he played more, but much closer. A quiet 55. It was kind of quiet. It was a little bit quiet. But to me, like, in MVP races, narrative plays a pretty big role. And I think it's okay for it to play a big role, to be completely honest. I do think that I do think that it's not bad for that to happen. Like it's do I think that Judge deserves it? Yes. Do I think that Cal Raleigh deserves it? Also yes. I disagree. I mean, it's just narrative just gives writers ego. I I can get behind that, I guess. Like I can get behind that. I do get what you're saying. It'd be nice if it was strictly based on performance, yeah. But like there's I don't know, there's just like certain things that I feel like I think about Russell Westbrook, right? Everybody always complains that Westbrook won that MVP. This motherfucker did like one of the most historic things ever in that season. Right? He averaged a triple double. Well, the stats are not together, but Julio carried the Mariners to the playoffs, not Raleigh, for what it's worth. Westbrook. Like, Westbrook, the year that he won MVP, I think somebody's numbers were slightly better. James Harden. I believe it was James Harden. I can't compare them side to side. Harden had more assists. Hold up. Harden had more assists, less points, and I don't know. Maybe I'm not thinking of the right person. All time amongst shooting guards. He's probably ranked 58th among shooting guards. Right behind Kyle Korver. All time, yeah. You're such a troll. Look, I hate Harden. I fucking hate James Harden. He is one of my least favorite players. In terms of playing, I hate James Harden. He seems like a nice guy and he's funny. But among shooting guards all time, I mean, he's got to be top 5 somewhere. I would have to really think about that. I wasn't anticipating that question. But he's got to be top 5. He has to be. As much as I can't stand him, he has to be. Though I am interested in looking at. Might be better than Wade. He's definitely better than Wade. Well, actually, I don't know. Is he better than Wade? It's actually a good question. Wade also has the. Wade doesn't have any MVPs though, but he does have the wins. So then he's 3. Well, again, I would have to like look at a list of shooting guards. I'd have to look at an actual list of shooting guards, like Jordan, Kobe, Harden. But what about Reggie Miller? That's the order. Is there a way to just like look at fucking shooting guards in history. Fuck. Win shares, career. They don't have positions. What the fuck? West playoff record? Really? I thought he had multiple rings. He has one ring? Wow. He was 1-8. Yikes. Bro, there's no way to just look at like career by position. Like you could do that in baseball. Best shooting guards of all time. Yeah, but then people they're gonna have their own fucking lists, and I don't want to look at their list. Okay. Oh, AI. Way better. I'm kidding. Wow, this is actually disgusting. This is a disgusting list. 2 people that I hate are gonna be in the top 3 shooting guards of all time. Is this really gonna happen? Jeff Hornacek makes the list of top shooting guards of all time. This is horrible. Does Reggie Miller also make the top 5? Because that's another person I hate. Honestly, it's not like I even like Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade was a kind of a fucking dirty fucking player. This is a horrible list. I don't like this question anymore. It's insane to think about, I know. I would have thought there were better shooting guards. Okay. This is Big Venus 2021's top 10 shooting guards of all time. We have Klay Thompson, who I guess you got to count him in there. Ray Allen, of course. Fucking Reggie. AI. Clyde Drexler, okay. Harden, Wade, West, Kobe. This is really the list. This is really it. That's actually so annoying. McGrady is the ultimate what if? Yeah. If he stays healthy, like literally just switch. You don't even have to forget the health part. Switch Tracy McGrady and Kobe Bryant's teams, and Tracy McGrady is considered like Tracy McGrady is the same as Kobe Bryant. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Tracy McGrady has the people that are like dick riding him. Point guards I can name a little better, like off the top of my head. I'm glad I can make you acknowledge this. I don't like this acknowledgement. I guess shooting guards is just the kind of a shitty position, which is weird because like I always think shooting guards are great. T-Mac is LeBron if he's on the Lakers. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. So point guards, right off the top of my head, it's got to be Magic, Steph. Magic, Steph. There's somebody else there. Hold on. Is it Chris Paul? No, I don't think that's right. Oh, Stockton. There's another guy I hate. Oh, another guy I hate too. Isaiah Thomas. But I don't hate him for his playing time. I hate him for his GMing time. Okay, this is a much more stacked position. Where's Magic? Oh, there he is. Nash. Westbrook. Clyde. So Clyde has to be number 1 automatically. Obviously. Stockton is the other guy. It has to be Stockton, Curry, and Magic, not in that order. Uh, I'm sort of on the fence about Magic or Curry. I like Magic is. I think it still has to be Magic, but this is a fun list. Yeah, Curry, Magic, Stockton, Zeke, Kidd. I think. I think that's a fair list, but I would take probably Oscar Robertson over Kidd. Or maybe Nash over Kidd. It's kind of weird because like Kidd had the longevity, Nash had the I don't know enough about the Big O's game. I mean, he was like the original Russell Westbrook. Like he was the OG Russell Westbrook. So I don't want to ask, but I will. All right. Why isn't Clyde really on the top 5? Where does CB3 fit in? Oh. Actually, yeah, maybe he's 5th. Even though he's literally right here, I just completely skipped his name. His bitch ass with all the flopping? I know. I really don't. I think Chris Paul is a very dirty player. And I also think that Dwayne Wade is a fucking very an undercover dirty player. Like, I think people forget how dirty both of them are as players. And then add on Chris Paul's like his flopping all the time. I like Jason Kidd over Nash's game. Honestly, I would probably take Kidd over Nash too. You think he's the most overrated point guard as top point guards go? I think he's literally just Jason Kidd. I think he's genuinely just like, his career is very similar to Jason Kidd, I feel like. Like, played for a really long time, were great players, but like not necessarily elite. Nah, he's got more points per game and more assists per game. I didn't think he would have more assists than Kidd, I'll be honest. Per game, I mean. Steals, like, their numbers are super fucking close. They're just like, Chris Paul's field goal percentages and shit are a lot higher. They're like a decent chunk higher, but that's a product of a different era. I feel like if Chris Paul played in Jason Kidd's time, he'd have the same fucking percentages. You know what I mean? Oh, I forgot Kidd won a title. I forgot he won with the Mavs. I'm never mind blown by his playmaking. 0.2 blocks per game. How? I don't know. But Kidd had more. 0.3. I definitely get what you're saying, but I feel like Chris Paul in his early career was like fancier. I don't know. I don't know. Let's be real. Skip to My Lou is better than both of them. All right. Paul got a lot of swipes down low that sometimes count as blocks. Darren Paul was who's Darren Paul? Darren Williams better than Chris Paul? Oh, I just combined the two names. That's where that came from. I was like, why did I say that? Darren Williams better than CB3 back then? I don't care. That was a constant debate for a while. It was. But Darren Williams like fell off, man. He was smooth. His game was fancier than Chris Paul's, but I don't feel like it was better than Chris Paul's. That crossover was magic. That's true. This is an interesting point. I think Magic Curry, it's almost interchangeable. But if Magic Curry is interchangeable, that means Steph Curry's a top 10 player of all time. That's kind of the crazy part. So I think I have to have Magic ahead of Curry. But I don't know. I'm fine with Curry being top 10. I'll be honest, I have Curry way ahead of, well, maybe not way ahead of, but I do think Curry's better than Durant. Like on the all-time list, Curry's ahead of him. Like, yeah. If only for his like impact on the game. I think like statistically Durant would be better than Curry, but it's crazy that we went through this era of like Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, LeBron James, the most efficient scorer ever. And Curry's the best shooter ever. So it's kind of just interesting. Who would I want? Curry? Yeah. That's why I would put him ahead. Everybody always talks about the MVPs that like he didn't win finals MVP until like the last one. But it was always Durant won it over him. But it's because teams guarded Curry. It's kind of like in the NFL. Like, okay, yeah, like Darius Slayton went off for like, now this would never happen in real life, but this is the only thing that came to mind. Darius Slayton went off for like 150 yards in the final in the Super Bowl, sure. And Neighbors only had like 30 yards, but they were quadruple teaming Neighbors, and we're like, you know, Darius Slayton beat us. Who cares? You know what I mean? Like statistically, okay, he's better, but the focus was on Curry in those finals. Shutting him down is how you could potentially beat them. Durant just happened to join the team and be fucking one of the greatest shooters of all time also. You know what I mean? Do I have Curry over Magic? I think Curry over Magic is completely fair at this point. I think that's completely fair. It feels weird to say, though. For me, anyway. Because, like, obviously Magic is so legendary. He is literally a game breaker, but so is Magic. Can't wait to see Cam and Dart win a ring. I hope so. I hope that they stay healthy enough. I hope that Dart learns how to slide and Cam doesn't give himself too much CTE. For them to eventually win a Super Bowl. He's a great playmaker, even if the assists aren't there, because he opens the entire court. I mean, he's still 6.4 assists per game. That's still good. It's still very, very good. This is not really a fair comparison, but I want to see what do the stats say Curry to Magic. I don't think it's really that fair. Magic played 16 years. That's still, well, actually, no, he didn't. Because, like, that was like he showed up randomly, right? For like a year. He is more of a traditional point guard. That's true. It's just hard for me to be like Magic is worse than Curry. I don't know. It's just so hard. He did have a golden era of basketball. But if you put Magic in this era, he's not going to be as good a shooter as Curry, obviously, but he is going to be a much better shooter. He's going to learn how to be a much better shooter. Like a 40% shooter. You know what I mean? Like, Yeah, he is a great player in any era. True. I'm saying it helps his argument. Fair. He'd say basketball or Bird. That's true. 42% is fucking crazy. That's so insane. That number is so fucking insane. And what's even crazier is probably in the next like decade or 2 decades, that might not even be the highest percentage. With the way the game is going now, that may not be the highest percentage of all time. That's really weird to think about. This is such a sad list. So Steph Magic, it's automatically one of them in the top 2, or both of them in the top 2 rather. He's a sicko. I don't know, man. These kids, there's a lot of kids that are shooting at a high percentage. Can I think of any of them? Of course not. Why would my brain think of that? Why why would we? What the fuck, Ryan? How do I not know how to do this? It's the wrong season. He shoots ridiculous shots. True. Ray and Reggie would have been insanely good. They would have to have been way fucking, like, they would have been close to Curry. They would have been like Damian Lillard, like in that tier of shooters. You know what I mean? Like, they really would have been. As the primary ball handler, defensive focus. I mean, you make a good point. You make a really good point. Oh, look at this. Look who had the best 3-point field goal percentage. Seth Curry. 45%. You see what I'm saying? Somebody's going to pass him. And that somebody is going to be his brother. 44% for Levine. 44% for Taurean Prince. I would not have guessed that. Batum is up there too. But you do make a good point. Oh, my man, Cat is up there with 42%, okay? Listen to me. Next Wednesday, the Knicks are opening in the Garden. Okay? And they're facing the Cleveland Cavaliers. And I'm going to be there. Okay? I am going to be there. And it's going to be awesome. I am super hyped. I'm going to watch Cat shoot 42% from 3. Live stream? No. I never even thought of that. I'm going to be there because I have 2 friends that have season tickets, and one of them can't make it. He has to go on a work trip. So, get fucked, bro. I'm going. W friend? True. He was like, W job? I didn't expect that. They were texting me and they're like, you want to come to the game? You want to come to the game for like GG's to the job? Yeah. They had season tickets last year too, but it was a different type of plan. So I was able to go to a couple games with them. But now this year they only have 2 seats, and it just so happened to be that one of them can't make it. And I was like, yes. I want to go with that money. Yeah, it was like fucking, it was $200 for the tickets. For the ticket. It was quite a bit. think it cost me $211. But you're going to Heat Knicks? She's a Heat fan? Oh, brother, what are you doing? What? Where'd you find this chick? What are you doing? What are you doing, bro? Heat fan. Big Bam Adebayo guy? Find a cutout of Dante in there and hug it for me. I miss him for Knicks fans. So do I. So do I, bro. So do I. She wore a D-Wade jersey with me at the Garden. Oh, no. At least she sounds like a real fan. That's tough. Heat Knicks, that'll be fun. Ballsy? Yeah, that is ballsy. Yo, Jack was good. The away series. When is that A-Rod documentary coming out? Also, is it one thing or is it like multiple episodes? November 6th. It should be multiple. I don't think the Expos one dropped. I do not think so. Maybe? Toronto Seattle series so nutty, yeah. I blacked out Tuesday for the first time in about a decade and had to apologize to a couple of people. It would be an overshare, but it's funny. I mean, it happens. It happens. Bring back the Expos? I think they will. It's definitely after the Expos moved already. This was after he got fired from. I did see this. I did see the spot, the Survivor spot. That shit was wild. I didn't see Eliza comment, no. But I did see Survivor series. Survivor TV series. I did see the Survivor commercial, and what's even wilder, like half the people that were on that commercial, we saw them the week before. Oh, she was out of the country. I was wondering if she would actually, why she wasn't there, to be honest. I thought it was because she is like in politics now, so she didn't want to do that. Or something. It's on the 21st. Oh, so 4 days from now? But yeah, literally a week before that, like half the people in that fucking thing we were hanging out with, because we went to a like an event. We were at a Survivor like viewing event or whatever with our friend. So it was super extra weird to see the commercial. Okay, so this is 4 days from now. Is it? I'm assuming it's only going to be a 1 episode thing. This feels like a 1 episode thing. Wait, so they have more Untold documentaries? These were really good. Look, I'm not logged in. I have Netflix. Can you just show me what the Untold documentaries are, bro? Like, what are the new episodes? I watched Malice at the Palace. I don't think I saw that. I don't think I saw the Caitlyn Jenner one. I saw this one about the hockey league. I don't think I saw the tennis one. They have a Jake Paul one. Oh, brother, please. Hall of Shame, I did not see. Johnny Football, I did not see. The Donaghy one I saw. I have a hard time believing I would watch a yacht one. I'm pretty sure I saw the N1 one. Unless I'm thinking of the ESPN N1 documentary. I definitely saw the Manti Te'o one. That shit was crazy. Logan over Jake. I think I prefer neither. I think I'd be good with neither. I don't remember if I've seen some of these. Must do. I don't know. They're both horrible. They're both horrible. I really honestly think most do. Oh, most do. I think you were saying like you have to choose one or the other. I don't know. I could do without both Paul bros. Chris Paul included. Their long lost brother Chris Paul. We could do without him too. The Untold documentaries are really good. Honestly based. I want to say I saw the Florida Gators one too. I don't remember. We didn't have Netflix for a while, so we have it now again. He's actually pretty good, really. I tried. I put on AEW for like a second yesterday. I finished watching the new Survivor episode, and I went to go put on the baseball game. I went to HBO Max. And it wasn't on there, but AEW was, so I put that on. The Gators one was wild. I'm pretty sure I saw that. I'm pretty fucking sure. Because, like, last year, at some point, like maybe March of last year, we went to my aunt's house to babysit her dog. And they had Netflix, so I was watching a bunch of these. The Paul brothers are a blight on humanity. Logan Paul's an athletic specimen when it comes to wrestling, really? I haven't seen WWE in a really, really long time. I mean, I haven't watched any wrestling, really. To be fair. I do have Peacock. I think everything's still on Peacock, right? Only Raw went to Netflix. Oh, I have Netflix anyway. Doesn't matter. He's an athlete to his credit. I don't know. I got to watch the rest of the Untold ones, whatever ones I didn't watch. I do feel like I watched the Florida Gators one. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, about sometime like a year and a half ago, we were watching my aunt's dog, and I was watching a bunch of things.
Tebow and Aaron Hernandez on the same team. Urban just didn't give a damn, and Tebow made me apologize for saying the D word.
Sammy with the 77 bits. Thank you, sir. Tebow made me apologize for saying the D word. I was like reading that and I'm like, the D word? What the hell's the D word? That's so fucking funny. He said the D word. Yeah, Tebow and Aaron Hernandez. That's I don't know. Well, never mind. I was gonna say, is that really a contrast? But that's so fucking disrespectful to Tebow. This man literally murdered somebody. That joke does not, like, that joke is not even funny. It's so crazy. Thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. Yeah. I don't know. I always want to watch sports documentaries, but I really don't know where to watch them outside of Untold on Netflix and like 30 for 30s. And 30 for 30s, I feel like I've watched most of them. I've watched like so many. Like I've watched most of the ones that I would be interested in watching. There's some that I just don't care about. Like no matter how much I want to care, like there's certain fucking 30 for 30s I'm just never gonna give a shit about. Like they do some weird sports or whatever. Like it's got to be something super interesting for me to watch, like a sailing documentary or something. Still great second screen. Fair. Like I think I watched mostly everything from season 1 because back then I was in high school, right? No, I wasn't. Actually, that was after high school, but I was still very much invested in ESPN at that point. Props to coaches that can navigate through having so many different personalities. I don't envy them at all. Yeah. It's impressive. 30 for 30s are well made. I agree with that. I do agree with that. But like, I don't know. I'm trying to look through the list here. Even if you don't really care about the subject, they're really good little docs. Yeah. Like the one about the Kings trading, the Oilers trading Gretzky was really good. The Band That Wouldn't Die was good. But I haven't seen it since it came out. So that was like 16 fucking years ago. So I don't really remember it that well. The USFL, I probably also watched that when it came out. I don't really remember it. The Jimmy the Greek one was good. Len Bias one was great. The Muhammad Ali and Larry Holmes one was sad, really. The U is good. Winning Time, as much as I hate it. Reggie Miller versus the Knicks, as much as I hate it, that was a great documentary. The Allen Iverson trial was good. Run Ricky Run I watched, but like The 16th Man was good. Straight Outta LA was good. June 17th, 1994 was good. But it starts to get into like weird shit that I do not give a shit about. Like NASCAR, for example. Tim Richmond to the limit. I don't know who Tim Richmond is, nor do I give a shit about NASCAR. And you're never going to catch me ever caring about NASCAR. So, like, I just can't bring myself to watch that. It's just not going to happen. Like, it's never going to happen. The one about Steve Bartman was really good. Some of these I never saw. Like college football, it's really hard for me to care about college football. Poor Steve. I do feel bad for him. I do think it was I don't know. I don't know how that whole situation could have come about. Well, actually I do know how that whole situation could have come about. But like that was like the precursor to the media just being absolutely insane about everything at this point. Like I'm surprised that type of shit doesn't happen more often. In the age of like social media and just like clickbait news, it's like there should be a responsibility to news stations or like fucking sports leagues to not put a fan on blast like that. Talladega Nights, great NASCAR documentary. Like there's one here called Charismatic, the run of Charismatic and his jockey Chris Antley at the 1999 Triple Crown. Like I'm happy for them. I'm happy for the horse. I'm happy for the jockey. You have to have like the perfect sales job for me to watch that. Like you would have to really sell me on like watching a fucking horse racing thing. Like there has to be a real compelling hook. The life of Reese Goose Tatum, who played in Negro League Baseball and was an original member of the legendary Harlem Globetrotters. I never even saw that. That sounds awesome. I don't even remember ever seeing that. That I would watch. Like Dewey Bozella. I don't know. Actually, that sounds interesting. Spent 26 years behind bars where he found strength and purpose through boxing. And his goal to be proven innocent and box professionally once he was released. Okay, that does sound interesting. Cricket, they have a cricket one. It depends on how much the trailer could sell me for me to watch a cricket one. I'll be honest. Speed skating, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. Like there has to really be a good hook, you know? For me to watch a speed skating thing. There's a surfing one. Sugar Ray Leonard and Roberto Duran. That was a good one, I think, if I remember correctly. Elway to Marino was pretty decent. The Bo Jackson one was good. Tennis, like maybe you could sell me on it. Bad Boys was good. The earthquake from the 1989 World Series was unbelievable. I did not realize how devastating that event was. Maybe I should have, but that was a very, very good one. The one about the Knicks championship teams of the 70s was decent. Brothers in Exile about LeVon and Orlando Hernandez was really good. I Hate Christian Laettner was funny. I don't know if it was necessarily great, but it was funny. Yeah, I don't know. If there's any other documentary series, like sports documentary series that I'm missing out on, I'd love to hear about it because I would watch on other ones, you know. Anyway, I feel like I should go. I should try and sleep. Oh, I forgot about Pokemon. You playing the new one? I didn't buy it. I am thinking about it though. Because I really enjoyed Arceus, so, or whatever the fuck it was called. So it is something that I was thinking about. I might buy it. Yo, we're about to go raid Zot. Enjoy your sleep, yo, Sammy. You have a good night. Enjoy TwitchCon. Enjoy yourself. Jet, Jack, you guys have a good night. I appreciate everybody hanging out. I really do. Thank you, Sammy, with the bits and the resub, and Jet with the resub. It really means the world to me. I'll be back tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Eastern time. Go show some love to Zot. He's playing on his TV. This is awesome. Okay. You guys enjoy yourselves. I'll see you guys tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Eastern time. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for hanging out. Good night, everyone.